Joe Blackula perspective is gonna be my outlet. I'm good at what I do. I love movies, so I'm gonna talk about it. I'm a father. I'm a music producer. I don't make beats. I'm a native Chicagoan. Southeast side, Greater Grand Crossing. I have a voice that I don't like everyone to hear. I have opinions. Sometimes I don't need everyone to know. I'm frustrated. I'm a Chiari malformation survivor. I've had 2 brain surgeries. I needed a platform, I created one. Please do not call me Joe. Call me JB. I'm creative. I am the only son of Rita and James. I am FOI. I am Jonathan 2X. And I am the infamous Joe Blackula. Cue my drop.
Joe Blackula.
Thank you kindly. All right, I'm done. That was a good one.
Joe
Blackula.
Dobson Mars.
I just had to get this off my chest. Cause niggas got to feel how I feel.
Joe
Blackula.
Is recording? That you touch! You know, like, hookah. How's my hair? Stop it! I'm straight raw. Stop. I just need something to get my mouth juicy. Wow. I don't get no experience in it. I better prove everything you use. Oh, say. What? You're not throwing me off. What did I say? Got 2 minutes.
So on Sunday, if the day is the 25th, what was
23rd.
23rd. We had Uncle Remus for the first
It ain't Uncle Remus.
Remus.
How you know?
R-E-M-U-S.
That don't say Remus?
No, it's Remus.
Did you read their bio on the wall? I really thought the inside of Uncle Remus was dope. It shared the story of how they became the name. Don't ask me what it said, I don't remember. But I'm glad you are asking me this. So this is my, what do you call it when you give a?
I have Uncle Remus versus Harold Chicken.
Oh, well, let's just talk about, let's not do a versus, right? Let's just talk about Uncle Remus. Uncle Remus is really great chicken. I think it's the less greasiest chicken I've ever ate. It was like no grease. It wasn't like grease all over my fingers. Like when you bit it, grease didn't come down your chin. I really liked it. The only problem is it ain't no season on the damn chicken. I didn't understand that. It wasn't no taste. Like, where's the salt, pepper, and lemon pepper? So it's really good chicken, but it didn't have a taste to it. The mild sauce was really good, but as I kept eating it, it was like something was registering to me, like I was having too much. It had like a tangy aftertaste, but it was really good in the beginning, like when the chicken was hot, when I was eating it, but then it was like my second piece of chicken. I'm like, wait, this chicken is really fresh. It's really good, but it didn't have no taste. Now, Harold's, on the other hand, it's really greasy, but that coat on that chicken, that breading on the Harold's chicken and fish and all that, it's really, it tastes really, really good. And then they give you an option to put salt, pepper, lemon pepper, or hot sauce and mild sauce on the chicken. So if I would have to choose, I would like to have Uncle Remus chicken with all of the breading that Harold's has. Uncle Remus did have better fries. I liked it. The chicken just didn't have no damn taste. Y'all out here talking about Uncle Remus. Y'all stop it. Stop it. But I do think the quality of Uncle Remus chicken is way better than Harold's.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Would you rather go to Harold's on 79th and Cottage and wait 35 minutes for a half dark with lemon pepper?
Salt and pepper, lemon pepper.
Fried hard. Or do like we did and get the sauce in the packets, clean. It was quiet or where we were at, which was Madison and Madison and Central.
Yeah.
So which would you prefer? To go in and wait or go to that? And that sister was real nice.
Yeah, she was nice.
And there wasn't nobody in there, wasn't nobody over there. Which would you prefer?
It all depends on where I'm at. really good chicken, greasy chicken. And it's okay to wait in line to get it on 79th. So it just depends. I don't have any preference like, oh, I will only go to Uncle. No, I like Harold's. I like the taste. I like the seasoning. I like it. And it's always fresh. Well, depending on where you go. But going into the spot ordering, you kind of know your chicken's gonna be fresh. Now, ordering online with Harold's, then picking it up or calling in. Now, I did like how Uncle Remus did not have no call-ins. I think Uncle Remus has a better system when it comes to, putting out the chicken. It wasn't people in the lobby. They streamlined it very well where you come in and get your order and you leave out. You don't have a lot of people in the lobby. So I do think Uncle Remus has a better system. But Harold's might have better chicken. Seasoning on the chicken. Uncle Remus has better chicken. That breast was kind of hard and dry. I can kind of fight through Harold's chicken's breast because it's got that taste, that seasoning, especially on the bone. But Uncle Remus, I couldn't find it nowhere. Remember when I was eating the chicken? He was like, I was like, you want this? She was like, no, it don't look good.
I said that?
Yeah, he said that. And you eat up everything. You wasn't eating that chicken.
The breast?
No, it was the thigh I had. You was like, I was like, you want that? You was like, oh, no, I don't like the way it look. He said that. So, good chicken, Uncle Remus. Better seasoning, Harold's chicken. I did like how they packaged the mild sauce, right? Because everybody was able to have their own individual mild sauce. Where Harold's, you open up the mild sauce, everybody dipping in, you pouring it, it's coming down the side. So I did like Uncle Remus packaging for the mild sauce, but hands down, Harold's chicken, better mild sauce. And I'm from the west side and south side, now what? I'm from the west side and south side, now what?
West side where? I've never heard that.
And I'm from the west side, or I'm from the west side?
Yeah.
Kedzie in Chicago.
How long do you live over there?
Do it make a difference? I rode the green line, the bus. I took the bus from Michigan down Chicago to Kedzie like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning with groceries. Had to walk through the back alley. You know how you get off on Kedzie in Chicago and you walk behind the gas station to my apartment. I walked from Kedzie and Chicago to the Green Line when the buses wasn't running, the liquor store. Like, I went through it on the west side. Don't make a difference how long you been there, nigga. I was there. Shoot, I don't know how long you been there.
How long were you there?
I don't know. I'm not telling you now.
You might have been there as long as your leave.
I was there like 2 years. I've
been there 4, so does that make me more of a...
I don't know. You have to answer that question yourself. Sure. Why you messing with me? Family was on the west side for a long time. You're on the west side for a long time. I think when you live in an area and you have to really live through the trenches of that area, you fucking from that area. That's it. It don't make a difference how long. Huh. Man, I have nightmares for... I can't believe that I was moving around like that by myself, doing those things. I look back on that now, I would never do none of that right now. But just how I had to ride the train late at night coming from school, DePaul, downtown, riding the Green Line.
I'm saying leaving from DePaul, where did you get on?
Oh, got on Adams.
Where'd you get off at?
I got off on Kedzie.
And
it all depends on the bus. You know, if the bus was coming, I never stopped and waited for a bus. So if the bus was coming, I got on the bus. But a lot of times I would come home and I missed the last bus. So I would have to walk from the Green Line in Kedzie to Chicago in Kedzie. I can't remember the street. Remember we both was trying to remember the street. That's crazy.
The street that your building was on?
Yeah, what was that street?
We drove over there, didn't we?
Yeah, we drove over there just to see it.
I remember you telling me about the clock radio you had because you didn't have a TV.
Or, yeah, that's how, look, during that time is when I fell in love with Steve Harvey. because he would have those inspirational moments when the show first come on, like 5:20, 5:30 in the morning. He would come on first and he would give you like 3-4 minutes of inspiration. And that, waking up to that every morning definitely was fuel for me every single day, because I didn't have a TV. I didn't have a regular radio. It was just a clock radio that I had. And he would actually motivate me every single morning, which is why now I'm a big old fan of Family Feud. Like Steve Harvey, he got me through some tough times. Sure did. And I lived right off the alley, so I heard a lot of commotion all the time. But thank God that my apartment was on the first floor, but you had to go up one level to get it. And I think if it was literally on the first floor, I probably couldn't stay there. But because it was like that, it was easy for me to stay there. But it took me like 3 months to get acclimated. Like I was really scared them first few nights by myself.
Did you ever go to that gas station?
Oh yeah, all the time. And the Popeye's chicken. Yeah, the gas station, yeah, because when I needed something quick, gas station. There was a grocery store right in the complex where the Chase Bank is. I don't know what the grocery store was.
In that strip mall.
The strip mall, Popeye's, Dunkin' Donuts,
Yeah.
the gas station. But what was cool is me and Lativia, TT, she spent a lot of time with me on the west side, and we used to get on Chicago and ride downtown a lot and go to the beach. That's when Danielle was working on the beach. She was cooking. She was a chef on the beach right there, and we used to go there a lot.
The one advantage that I give to the west side about being over here, I do like being closer to downtown. I lived on 76 and Dobson. My range was from 71st and Cottage to 95th.
I do, like right now, I feel safer on the west side than the south side. Like real talk, if you move to the south side, I don't know if I will ever be able to visit you. Because the south side has a whole, I think I told you this before, the south side has it's a whole new thing going on the south side. Like I can go to work anywhere because the mindset is like business is working. I'm in my work clothes. I'm in work mode. But personally, I don't know if I can, I don't know if I want to be hanging out on the south side, especially in your old grid where you want to be. So that's going to be a real big problem for me.
I feel good, but all I could see is like 2 flashlights just staring at me, and I realized it was my mom and Mama Kelly, so. No, I was just staring the whole time because I was also annoyed because my mom was just staring at me the whole time and not paying attention. The only time she paid attention when all the veterans that were on the slide came on, and when my auntie, my cousin, my uncle came on, that's the only time she didn't pay attention. But the rest of the time she was just staring deep into my soul.
We gotta do some more Jointly Disconnected.
We really do.
Yeah, I think we got a lot to talk about. Jointly Disconnected, coming to a TV near you soon.
Coming to a distributor.
Coming to a distributor near you soon.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here! Not up in here!
That's where the content gonna come in at.
That's a dope plug.
Yeah, it is. That's where the content.
Lynn Bias without bias.
Joe.
What did you think about that?
So I watched the documentary of Lynn Bias. I think it was called Without Bias, which is a dope title for this documentary. And I can't remember what year this happened. As I was watching the documentary, I remembered something about it. But watching it, so I was doing a lot of things while I was watching it, so I had to keep rewinding it. But first, watching who he became, right? Who he was. just from like high school. And I didn't even know that him and Jordan was kind of looked at kind of the same at the time when they was in college. I thought that was dope. And just learning about him, hearing other people talk about him, hearing the draft night, just him wanting to get drafted by the Celtics. Then he did get drafted by the Celtics. Then it was just all this hype about who he was and what a great basketball player. And then for like the mother they talked about how he was in the home and he said, hey, I'm going back to college. It's so amazing how you take just a normal moment in life, and then when something happens at the end of those moments, those beginning moments become everything that you had. Because he was in the home and he was saying, hey, I'm going back to college. And I guess the mother didn't get back yet or something. It was like, hey, wait for your mother. He was like, no, I'll talk to her. I'll see her later. I'm going to go back to college. And he just went back to college. Now, nobody knew they'd never see him again, and he goes to college. It's just like everything. You have something significant happen in your life. You're excited about it, so you want to go celebrate. Oh my God. They had the purest cocaine at this party. And that's what I was hearing, right? So it makes me think about all this other shit that's going on. Like, how did it get in the room? So now I'm thinking, where I'm thinking at now is like, was he set up to die? Like, did somebody kill EBB'z? It was just so many things going around in my head. Just the mother talking about how she knew something the last couple of months and how the father couldn't sleep when he went out with Danny Ainge the night before. And, it was just the lineup of it, which none of that made any difference if he didn't die the next day, right? So you gotta just capturing just all these moments and watching a mother. The medical examiner even said there was no trace of cocaine in his system. So he wasn't a partier, right? But he went into a room with some guys he trusted. He was on the biggest high of his life. The one guy say, hey, they know what I do, so I'm gonna do it in the open. And he did it, and like they said at the end of the day, just because things are in the room don't mean somebody make you do what everybody else is doing. Nobody made him do it. He chose to do it because he was on this high of life. Being able to get drafted by the Celtics, right? A black man, right? Basketball, the bomb in what he does. He perfected his craft. And now he just wants a moment to celebrate. And he gets high and he has a seizure and he dies. That just hurt everything in me, just thinking about everybody involved. The person who bought the cocaine in the room, the people that was doing it with him. Why didn't nothing happen to them? Why did it have to be him? Why did he have a seizure? Well, I think they said that when he did the cocaine, it went to the part of his brain that speaks to his heart. So when it shot up to his brain, whatever it did to his brain, it shut down his heart. He went into a seizure. He died. And I remember they played the 911 tape, and the roommate, I can't remember his name. Was it Lenny something? But he kept saying, EBB'z. And when you listen to the 911 call, he was like, it doesn't make a difference like who it is.
He did say that. That's the one thing that jumped out at me with the 911 dude was like, man, it don't matter what his name is or some shit.
Yeah. I just didn't understand if you listen to the 911 recording, it was too casual. Both of them, the guy that called in and the 911 operator, what happened after his death, right? So now you have this basketball player who everybody is following, who died over a cocaine overdose in this college dorm. Now, after the funeral, after everybody's weeping and sad, now here come the business of everything, right? Now they hitting everybody. I think they hit his coach. Like, I guess what they're saying is that, like, maybe people knew that maybe he did. Like, I didn't understand that. I got to go back and look at that because they hit everybody hard. I think the guy that brought the cocaine in, he actually confessed to bringing it in, so he went to jail. Then all his friends were scrutinized, and then the college he went to, they came after the coach, and it was just like, man, everybody went through so much because of what happened that night, and nobody forced him to do it. It's heartbreaking because when something happens, there has to be someone that did it, right? Somebody got to be held accountable. It's always like that. It's just like when we go to the doctor. So side note, it's like we go to the doctor. You go to the doctor, right? Sometimes these doctors don't even know what the hell is wrong with us, but they always got to put some on it. Oh, your knee hurt? Oh, well, take these pills right here 3 times a day. That'll help. Oh, your head hurt? Instead of giving us like other tests to try to break down and see what's happening with the symptoms that we have, they always got to just put something on it really, really quick. I said it to say, in this Len Bias situation, they did not stop. They were going to make somebody or something, a system or whatever it was, accountable for his death. And that could be a good thing because, you know, you always want to find out where the root of, you know, it's always a cause and an effect, right? Cause and an effect. But at the end of the day, it really was just college students trying cocaine, and it just hit him worse than it hit others. And you start thinking about that, like as a mother, the thoughts that went through her head. But on a documentary, they did show her to be the strongest one out of everybody in this, because when they said, she knew he was dead, and when they said they put him on life support, that the machine was breathing for him, and she was just like, why? She did not like that. She was a God-fearing woman that believed that there was an afterlife, that her son was not here anymore, so hooking him up to a machine didn't mean anything, because his spirit was now eternal, right? So there's life after you die, after your natural body dies. So she was so cool out of all of it. She helped everybody get through the death of her son. And I thought that was strength. That showed a lot of strength in that Black woman. But it was some of the saddest things. Like when it went off, it was just like when I went to go see Passion of the Christ and Passion of the Christ in the show. And after it was over, it's like you couldn't move after what you just saw. And that's how I was after this documentary. After it went off, I was stuck. I felt like I was right back in those moments in that time. Like, oh my God, he was the shit. And he was a great man. There was nothing wrong with him. It was nothing you could say, well, he was doing this, he was doing that. It was nothing that they could pin on him. Like he made a bad decision and it killed him. And it just shut his life down. And everybody around him. And his death caused a lot of investigation to everything that he was connected to. And if you wasn't right about something, that thing uncovered it, and they was getting ready. They got rid of the coach. They isolated the friends and the family, and the media made everybody look like they had a part of it, like somebody killed them. It was just horrible. Because somebody got to go down for whatever happens. Guilt by association. That's exactly what that was. Because they were in the room with him, and even the people that didn't bring the cocaine. If you were associated to Len Bias, they was coming for you. Just checking off the list. Sad documentary.
Have you ever heard of Len Bias before?
I think I remember, like if you tell me the year, because I remember my father and brothers. I remember it being a big deal. I can't actually go back, but I know it was talked about. And then watching the documentary, I know it was talked about with my family, but I just didn't remember till I saw the documentary.
Yeah, I just, gold. I kind of like,
You said nah.
It's like, well, I'm good at sleeping.
Okay.
And yeah.
Who are you?
Hey, I am Ebony. No. I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly.
What the hell?
Give me a chance. I am vibrant. I am enthusiastic. I am loud. I am the one you want to know. I am confident. I am sexy. I do phenomenal shit.
Talk that shit.
I am great. You looking at greatness.
Who are you?
Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly.
The Joe Blackula perspective is gonna be my outlet. I'm good at what I do. I love movies, so I'ma talk about it. I'm a father. I'm a music producer. I don't make beats. I'm a native Chicagoan. Southeast side, Greater Grand Crossing. I have a voice that I don't like everyone to hear. I have opinions. Sometimes I don't need everyone to know. I'm frustrated. I'm a Chiari malformation survivor. I've had 2 brain surgeries. I needed a platform. I created one. Please do not call me Joe. Call me JB. I'm creative. I am the only son of Rita and James. I am FOI. I am Jonathan 2X. And I am the infamous Joe Blackula. Cue my drop.
Joe Blackula.
Thank you kindly. All right, I'm done. That was a good one.
Joe Blackula.
Jobs and Mars. I just had to get this off my chest. Cause niggas got to feel how I feel.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Again.
Yeah, man.
Hey everybody, it's me, Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly, and happy today! It's finally here. I spit. It's finally here, my Facebook public page, and I am so excited! Here's where I'm gonna share some of my content from my YouTube channel. Make sure you go subscribe. Sharing some of my favorite pictures. Hit the love tab. Links to hear my radio show and my podcast. Click on the link and go and listen. And visit my website at EbonySarahLouiseKelly.com. what else was I gonna name my website? Please leave your comments and share it with everyone you know. Let me know your thoughts about anything that you see and everything that you hear. Say and, is it an and or it ain't no and?
Ain't no and.
Okay. As usual, thank you for sharing this journey with me. Let's get it, y'all, on purpose.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you have to remember, crust has to be crunchy. I just need something to get my mouth juicy.
Wow.
For real, I don't know. My mouth ain't never dry.
Joe Blackula.